Hello, Capricorn. We are going to do a new love session for you today. I do hope all is well and that you are doing well. So let's tap in with the oracle session and see what the energy is surrounding you and this new love connection for you. Okay, two more cards, Divine. And separation. Okay. All right. I do hope all is well and that you're doing well, Capricorn. So let's dive right in. Space right now in terms of the mental energy regarding is attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Glad to see that for you, Capricorn, that you're embracing this opportunity with this new love attraction that you're having, as well as the person looks like they're sending that same energy back. We have honeymoon at the center of things in the environment. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. In terms of like right now, the honeymoon phase, it feels like you're on a permanent vacation in terms of your emotions, your senses, everything is coming alive again. You know, sights, smells, sounds, everything is amplified because you're in such a higher frequency and vibration of openness and love and care and all those things. And then we have separation is in the spiritual wheelhouse. So the time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So this saying, I don't think this doesn't feel like anything negative looming. We will get into that and get some clarity coming into the tarot portion of the session. But with this separation, it may be time for you guys in terms of the honeymoon. You know, you've been spending a great deal of time together, or perhaps you met in a way that where you were, you know, you had some downtime and you were able to spend more time with each other. One of you did, or both of you were. Maybe you were on a vacation or some sort of trip or something like that, and that allowed you guys to spend a great deal of time with each other. But now you're having to get back to the real world and real world calls and all the things that are required to keep things going in terms of your life and your lifestyle. So there may be a brief feeling of separation between you two, which can lead to other feelings as well, but we're going to get into that. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot portion for you. But otherwise, everything looking pretty on point, pretty on schedule here in terms of the happiness and elation of being in contact with the new lover. So let's see. Divine may have 5 best cards for why we are here regarding new love for the Capricorn. Our dear Capricorn, 5 best cards, please. Three of Swords, Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, 3 of Wands, and the Tower. So 2 threes out. Threes are about growth, creativity, and expression. Okay. This 3 of Swords starting out. It really feels like the energy of promises that may not be able to be kept. Okay, not necessarily the energy of a betrayal or a cheating, because this is a new connection, so I would hope not. But you know, we'll get further into it. But initially, the feeling is that again, if you guys are coming together at a time where you've had a lot of downtime, one of you did, or the other person did, or whatever the case may be, you've had a lot of time with which to attach to each other, spend a great deal of time talking or in each other's presence, or spending a lot of time. And so now that things are being, that separation energy of being called back to the real world from this place that you guys have created, this fantasy world of the romance and the happiness and all these different things. Now, you know, the bell is being rung and you've got to go to work, right? Whatever that means for you in this situation, or both of you. And there's heartbreak here because now you're not going to be able to have this person as much. You're going to have to share them. Now, this Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, and this 3 of Wands is here. This Ace of Cups is about love overflowing and this happiness and this excitement that you share for this person. And it feels like they share that back with you, especially with this 10 of Cups coming here. There's been a lot of talk of unifying your lives and what you see yourselves doing moving forward. See the willow birds here nesting and creating a family, and perhaps you both have little ones or fur babies, and you've been blending each other. Hell, you may have met in a dog park, and y'all were walking the dogs and you kept seeing each other, and then finally the little dog started to tussle, and then y'all got to talk, and then boom, 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 and then there it is. Started off real natural, almost like a romance novel, if you will, okay? Or your favorite rom-com. It's almost like it's an unbelievable connection in the sense of how it just, this meet cute in terms of how you guys got together was just like a fairy tale. It's been a really, really a fairy tale. And now that the world is coming back in, it's shattering that with that Three of Swords, bringing in that sadness and worry that now it's all going to be dashed away, right? The Three of Wands is here, where you've been creating this vision for a love affair for a very long time. And Capricorns are you guys are very dutiful, and this person in this relationship or this connection was able to take you guys away from the practicality of your everyday life. They were able to get you out of your shell and being creative, almost living like a teenager in love, just happy and free, and you haven't felt this kind of energy in a very long time. And the Tower card, they broke through all of those boundaries and barriers, those walls you've been keeping in, to try to keep yourself focused and not be in some fantasy world that you felt like just wasn't real any longer. Now, this could be a situation of, for some of you all, with this Three of Swords to this Tower card here, with look at all this beautiful energy at the center. You've long been waiting for this, but there's this here. And that indicates some type of heartbreak in your past that you may be projecting onto the energy of this new cycle that you've come into with love and this opportunity. You may be pulling on right now because of the separation is the separation, which is just real life stuff, is looming. And you're nervous about being pulled away from each other and what that means. And it could be due to some of your background in terms of something ended badly for you in the past, the last time you felt like this, and you just don't want to see it end right now, or you have the perception that once you guys get back to doing life again, everything is going to end and change, which of course is going to change and it's going to evolve, but that doesn't mean that it's going to go to a darker turn or in a bad way. So let's see, especially with this Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, and Three of Wands. Notice that the person is they're getting what you're manifesting, what you wanted here. But you can also manifest challenges, which is what we're seeing here. Okay. So why are you feeling this way about this? Are you getting these signals? Or why are these the thoughts that you're focusing on in terms of difficulty and challenge? So it's almost like you're experiencing the best but preparing for the worst. The downturn, the so-called inevitable downturn. The Ten of Swords is here. And these swords, it feels like you're bringing up, Ten of Swords is, hold on. It's all coming so quickly. The message that's clearest coming in is that you are focusing on some past pain. And it's almost like you're trying to remind yourself to don't be silly. Okay? Because now that we're getting ready to go back to doing the normal things in life, just expect that it's going to be, it's going to kind of dry up and dry out. It's going to go, it's just, don't expect anything great. It was fun, but now we got to start doing other stuff, and life is going to come in, and I'm going to get bored, and I'm going to get busy, and I'm going to be a workaholic, and I'm just not going to have time. And so it was good while it lasted. Ten of Wands is here where the person has packed up their little wand. And, notice how the person has packed it up. It's not like they're trying to carry it in their hands, but they got able to carry it on their back. But at the same time, this is the burden that you carry in terms of the challenge. Now, the bird is up there on the branch, clearly signaling to look a different direction. But this other person is looking down at the ground and just focusing on the hard work, and it's just not going to work out. Once I go back to work and I start getting back into things, I'm not going to have time, and I'm going to lose them because I'm just not going to be able to focus on them like I want. I can't text, I can't call, I can't talk, and all these I can'ts. It's almost like the energy's been decided already. Like, it's not about, well, I'll try to do this or I'll figure out a way to make this work, or, that it's almost like you've decided to put one thing over the other. They can't coexist. They can't be parallel to each other. There can't be a balance. One has to overshadow the other. Now, the Two of Cups is here of where you want this nurturing, you need this love in your life. You've manifested this love in your life, and this is what you want. And the Knight of Pentacles is where it's almost like the counterbalance, and you know that all it takes is you putting in the effort and the work. How this person is on their motorcycle traveling light. You can still have this give you the balance that you need to the very seriousness that everything else in your life demands and commands of you. You need this nurturing that's just specifically for you, and you need to travel light and be ready for the long haul and of doing the work. It's not going to be simple, but it will get easier. But it won't be simple at first, because you're really going to have to overcome your own restrictions, not necessarily theirs, right? And it's this energy of you're nervous that you're going to disappoint this person, perhaps because of your work ethic and the way that you prioritize work. And it's really, in your past relationships, you've had this conversation over and over again, but it may have been where you never really decided whether or not you could have them both. You just determined one was going to have to always be sacrificed. And for Capricorn in general, romantic love can be frivolous. Even though it's one of the most necessary things you need in your life to balance yourself and to let yourself know that you're not just a workhorse, you're a human being too, and you need to be recharged and refilled, such as that Ace of Cups. Because when you fall in love, you fall hard, you fall great, you fall lovely. You generally pick really good partners. Everything's top class. Top of the class, top shelf all the time. But it's always an either or with Capricorn energy most of the time. One is going to have to suffer for the other one to win. And it's like you just have not decided to say, no, I won't sacrifice my heart health and happiness so that I can have a fat bank account. I mean, nothing, money is money. Can be made 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A lot of people feel like they got to be chained to a desk or whatever the case may be. I mean, money don't really work like that. It's energy. Like, if you know what you're doing, you're going to make money. And most of the time it's when people get to a place of where they want to hoard it that you feel like you have to choose either or. Capricorns are generally very practical people. I'm not necessarily excessive with their spending anyway. So it's like, this relationship is going to require you to take a deeper look at how you've been handling certain aspects of your professional life. Okay, this one is going to teach you some things. Going to teach you how to be happy all the way around, not just in one place. That you don't have to sacrifice, and because while you work is work, and it seems like it's an awesome love affair because it always gives you back what you put in, but it can only give you back what you put in. It cannot surprise you. Very rarely does it. And you're experiencing this, and this person is beginning to show you that. And they very well may be a workaholic too, but they balance it somehow, some way. They're going to teach you that. So let's see what this person, the effect that they're having on you. Nine of Cups, Knight of Swords, Five of Wands, and Three of Pentacles. Healthy conflict. They're not trying to make you choose, but they are letting you know that it is a choice. Love how that Three of Pentacles is under the Knight of Pentacles. If you work with them, if you stay steady with them, they will do everything to work with you and bring about a positive result every time. The Nine of Cups is here of where the energy is where you're feeling. Again, look how this person is happy doing their work. This person is not going to pull you away from what makes you happy, what makes you feel fulfilled in your professional life. But they also want you to understand, and they're here to help you to help the divine to show you and teach you that there is personal success and professional success, and those are two separate things. And you do not have to sacrifice one for the other. Okay? Because your 9 to 5, that's 8 hours out the day. Even if you work 12 hours a day, you still got 12 other hours out the day. What are you going to do with the other 12? Focus on the first 12? Like, this is all... obviously, You manifested this person because you were already feeling that way, that you sacrificed entirely too much to your professional life, even though you have gotten everything that you wanted, or that you're on path to get everything that you want, or you can remain ambitious and you can do those things, and work always shows up and does what it's supposed to do. But again, it can't surprise you. It can't give you the love and inspiration and make your heart sing that way. It can excite you, but it's on to the next thing. With love, it's a divine experience. There's nothing that can emulate that. You have to experience that. Again, the early energy was that you felt completely alive. You're flung into the heavens, and the stars are brighter, and your coffee tastes better, and it's just you notice the kids playing and laughing, and the couples, and you're just noticing all the beautiful, lovely things around you that have always been there, but because you were always your vision was only focused on professionalism and work and everything else, that's not how you saw the world. Now you're seeing it differently. It's broadening your horizons. It's like a panoramic view, right? This Knight of Swords with this Five of Wands, the conversations you're having with this person, with this Ten of Wands about the struggle, they're letting you know it's not going to be that difficult. It's not going to have to be an either or. It's really your personal fears showing up that you feel like you're gonna make the choice every time to choose work over doing something with this person, that you're going to prioritize that. And there's a deep-seated thing there about that. Why do you always choose work? And it's not just this person, it's just anything personal in your life. You choose to do the thing that you know that's going to pay you, because everything else seems frivolous. Why is that? And that's with the Five of Wands, and clarifying this Two of Cups is where it's going to be a constant. Right now it's going to be a challenge, because this person is going to have these conversations with you to try to uncover what that is. They're not just going to let you get away with pushing them to the side. They're not just going to lay down and take it. They're not going to be combative, overly argumentative, but they are going to discuss it with you, because they're going to tell you, like, you're going to tell me that you don't like what we got going on. I can accept that. That's fine. I'm just as practical as you are. Cool. You don't like what we got going on? Perfect. I don't care. You don't care? I don't care. But don't lie to me and tell me that it's something that it's not. I know what it's like when we're together. If I'm gonna tell you like this, if what I'm feeling when we're together is an act, then you in the wrong line of business, bro, or sis. You need to be out there trying to, make your way to that Oscar stage, because you sure enough giving Oscar-worthy performances. However, it's not that. What it is some type of something that's holding you back. Figure that out. Because if you think I'm just going to let something as great as this walk away from me just because you got a little bit of cold feet, or you don't know how to express yourself, or you don't, or better yet, you're just afraid to because something happened in your past that you haven't dealt with yet. No, this is the time to deal with it. We further along, we look. This ain't going to come back around again. How we fit is not going to come back around again. Not next week, not next year. We need to figure this out. But if you don't want to figure it out, cool. Not gonna sweat it. Not gonna sweat it. And at that point, that's gonna be the type of language and conversation that lets you really start to think about, like, damn, this is a challenge. Maybe I do need to take a look at why I keep denying myself the balance that I really, really want in my heart, my soul, and my spirit. You're denying yourself that. You have to start asking yourself why. The Three of Pentacles, again, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, is them, what they want to do is work with you on this. They're not going to, they don't have any, they're not holding any grudges. They're not mad with you about this fact. They're trying to help you to understand. Figure out why would you deny yourself something as cool as this. I'm not moving in this situation to be selfish with you, right? Because this person got just as much as you got. I mean, I'm not, Capricorn you're dealing with a good partner. I trust you on that. It's me and you talking. I trust you on that. I'm not even going to get it. This person is this. No. I'm going to trust the fact that you pick somebody that's bringing up 9 of Cups energy, 10 of Cups energy. Hello. Individual and group. Come on now. 9 and 10 of Cups. But this 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands, that's you. You feeling like you have to choose one or the other. And you choose the one that's definitely going to give you what you want. But remember, a job can just disappear. Downsized, company sold, markets crash. And what you gonna be left with? Plaques on the wall? Or would you rather have your experience and somebody to help you walk through what you're dealing with emotionally. Provide you with the love and care that you need to fill your cup. Hold you in those moments where there's hold space for you, or hold you physically when those moments cripple you, so that you can regenerate and get back on task and get back out there and win the game again. Because business is business. It's going to always be. But a good love affair, not as common as one would want to think. All right, what does Divine want you to know? Divine Miss, what does the Divine want you to know about this situation, dear Cap? 4 of Swords, Ace of Swords, 9 of Swords. Well, the Divine is obviously asking for your ear here. They've sent you someone that's going to help you to open back up to the divine energy within you regarding romantic love. The 4 of Swords is where you need to take some time and really think about these past things that have hurt you so badly that you've just decided it's not worth the effort. This is about something that's haunting you, and you've not made peace with those ghosts, okay, of relationships past. You've not made peace with them. You've just decided that you're going to overcome them by outworking them or outrunning them. At some point, you're going to get tired. At some point, you're going to stumble and fall, and they're going to overtake you again, and you're going to find yourself back to where you began again. Okay, this Tower moment happening is a breakdown of your walls that you thought were boundaries. They weren't that. They were prison walls. They kept you in a place of confinement, emotionally, romantically, especially. Okay. With this Ace of Swords here, at that point, the clarity will come in, and you will understand that you deserve an opportunity to have someone wonderful in your life. And more importantly, you will recognize that that person is here. That time is now. Just like you would act on any great deal or any good business opportunity, do the same with this romantic opportunity in your life. It's either going to work or it's not going to work, just like how business does. But what you can do in the process is make the very best of it with this 9 and 10 of Cups energy. And it's 3 of Pentacles, and it's 9 of Pentacles, and it's 2 of Cups, and it's 3 of Wands. Okay. Then this 9 of Swords is here about the anxiety of messing it up. You're not nervous about them failing you. You're nervous about you failing them. About you getting overwhelmed and saying, it's just too much. I get it. Just, why worry about it? You're going to take yourself through it twice. It's not happening. And then when it do happen, you have to go through it again because now you got to deal with the fallout. Don't do that to yourself. It's not happened yet. Turn it into excitement. You will figure it out like you do everything else, like you make everything else a success in your life. You will figure it out. But you haven't given yourself the chance yet. Because you have accepted the belief. You made these prior relationships or failures as such. The truth that you're like, I'm not good at this. I just want a good match. Okay? Come on now. Apply that same business acumen to your romantic life. Plan the work the plan. Okay? All right. Divine guidance moving forward. I do not break these down. This Angel Answers deck. Okay, all right. 3 cards, please, Divine. No. In the near future. And romance. Yeah, I know some of you. I know it's like, see, yeah, no. No, that no is not what you think it is. These are what you consult the divine about. I'm out of that. I just bring in the main messages. Okay? All right. All right, my lovely Capricorn. I see you. I appreciate you. You matter. And remember, back then is not now. Always be in harmony with your surroundings. Stay sucker free. Hope to see you again.